Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. It is Angela, the Traveling Crafter, and today we are back with the hashtag 100-Day Challenge ATH, which stands for Around the House, day number 32, which is comic book pages. And I can assure you that I have none of those in my entire home. Guaranteed. But what I do have is imagination. So we're going to do my little take on comic books. So when I thought about this, I was like, well, you know, comic books are very pop artish, right? So let me explain to you what I mean. And I have pulled up a couple photos so you can see them. So pop art was started back in the mid to late 50s and went kind of all the way through the 70s. But people that you probably may be familiar with are I never can say his name, Eduardo Pelosi or Jasper Johns, because they were kind of the pioneers, if you will, of pop art. But who you probably remember the most are people like Andy Warhol and Roy Lichtenstein, which I'll show you examples of their work in a second. So the premise of popular culture, was that they were kind of making a play on things that were happening in popular culture and taking kind of kitschy elements and a lot of irony and tongue-in-cheek kind of thing. So the other thing that they did is they used a lot of found items and either added them in or pulled them out of, something and recreated. So very much like junk journaling, correct? So I thought there was a lot of similarities and this would be good. So let me show you a couple examples so you kind of get where my head is going here. Let's see. Here's a Lichtenstein. This is a girl with a hair ribbon. Now I'm pulling this up here really close. Do you see those little dots? That technique is called Pointilism. Now, this is, like I said, a Lichtenstein. Let's see. Let's look at a Warhol. Well, the one that you probably... Well, here's one. And you can have this one for only $1,587. Repetition or taking the same image and making it a little bit different was also very popular in pop culture. Let's see. Let me do, and that was by Andy Warhol. Here's an Andy Warhol. This isn't an original or anything. This is probably, if you think about Andy Warhol, everybody says, oh, the Campbell's soup can. So it was just kind of tongue-in-cheekish kind of thing. And they used a lot of found items. So I thought, well, that's comic bookish. Let's do something with it. So I found all these images and fussy cut them all out. And then I was like, nah, I don't want to use them. Well, let's do something different. So what we are going to do is create our own pop art, comic-esque. And here's what I just whipped this up. It probably was a 5-minute project. I just picked a word and then went with it. And I'm going to show you how to do it. But we're going to create it on an old dictionary page to kind of replicate that pointillism without points. Now, here's another interesting thing, is that Warhol specifically did not paint all those dots. No, contraire mon frere. He used stencils. That's right, just like we do. Dots, stencils of different types, sizes. Well, I only have these, so we are going to use those. And we may use this stamp, which are really little tiny squares, but we're going to kind of just roll with it. This is going to be our art. And anybody can do this. You do not need to have a lot of drawing skills. Here's another one that I just did. And then I did this one. This is Landon's favorite. I just picked a word and then went with it. So I'm going to show you exactly how to do this, how easy it is, and how fun. Because if you like to color, I'm not a big fan of coloring. You could create these and then great traveling craft. It's like your own little adult coloring. But what I thought, because it's almost 4th of July, is we had Boom here, right? Oh, no, that's Wham. Here's Boom. we're going to use that word. Simple. So here's how you start. Now, for what we're going to do, I think I want the word to be like in this area, and I want to leave this blank so that we can use these stencils and the stamp. So here's what you're going to need. If you don't have markers, use crayons, use colored pencils, you can use watercolor paints. It doesn't matter. But I'm going to use markers because I have a lot of them on hand. I'm going to try to stick to the the only colors that I have here, which are 2 colors of blue, black, red, yellow, and orange. Because it was very primary-ish. Look at all of these. Right? So here we go. Now, by the way, this is the 3rd time I've done this. So I have forgotten to tell you, welcome. If you're new to the channel, thank you for joining in. I'd love it if you subscribed and commented and tell me what you're up to and where you're from. And if you're returning, it's great to see you back. Okay, so we're going to use the word boom. Boom diggity. Now, I'm trying to think here. I'm trying to remember because I've done this 3 times. I had another one that I kind of liked. I was going to show you, but that's fine. So we're going to make the boom right here. Now, if you're not, if you say, oh, I'm terrible at making, I left my pen cap off while I tended to the dog. I'm going to make mine, I think, kind of attached here. But weird, like not symmetrical. Okay, and then for my M, I'm going to do flat-topped M's. M, only one M. So you first start with your, this is how I do it. You can do it any way you want. And then I love to make my, well, that's kind of big, exclamation points like that. So my thought was, let's do kind of the things first. So, let's see. Okay. Let's turn it this way and do the bottom of it. And we can, let's see how that's going to look. Well, we're just going to roll with it. Oops, I had a little bump in my... It's okay. No rhyme, no reason, just plain. Oh. Yep, I don't think I'm going to do, it seems like I should go all the way around, but I'm not. Because what I want to do, I think I want to make a few stars. And they're going to be really wonky. And maybe we'll do... maybe one over here. I want them not, there's 3. Okay. I'm thinking, I want to do kind of a bubbly. Maybe we do this. Let's make it so. And I'm not worrying about that we're, pretend like that. We are going to come all the way around. Okay, so now our stars are kind of inside of there. My thought is, let's do... Do I have one that... Well, I'll just do it. It's fine. Let's just do... only here. Okay, done. That is finished. Now, we do need to fill in some things. So I'm thinking, let's see. I only colored in that one that said art. I feel like we should do the boom in red since, you know, it's 4th of July. So bear with me. I'm going to try to do this quickly. And I could speed it up and edit it, but I'm not going to, I don't think, because and you know I'm a color outside the lines girl, so the rules are there are no rules. Now, here's the nice part about this. I'm coloring really fast. And should I mess up, I think I'm going to leave that there and then, like, I'm not worried about it. Because I can come back with my black and emphasize. Because I think that's what I want to do. Like, for instance, down here, I think I want to make it like a thicker line to emphasize that boom. And again, I'm going to do that. So here's an example where I went outside the lines. I can thicken up that. Okay. We're going to do the M and the... Now, this is a really thick red marker, so it goes really fast. I should see if I have a really thick blue one, because we're going to use that for... I think we'll use that for part of this, maybe. Okay, boom, we're done with that. Let me see if I have a really thick, hang on, let me grab my pot of blue ones. Do I have one like, oh, I do. And it'll just save a little bit of time. Okay, now, I do know that I want, let's see. Blue. So let's just do this so I don't, because I'll mess it up if I don't. We're going to go, every other one is going to be blue and yellow. Blue, yellow, blue, 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 blue. Okay, we're done. So we're going to go ahead and fill this in. Fast. Wonder if I have a yellow one that's thick like that. Because the yellow is going to, I bet not. I maybe should have done this like orange and yellow for you guys so you can we can really see the dots. But too late now. And this journal that we create when we're done with this is going to be quite eclectic with all the things from our 100-day project. But that's okay. Okay, let's see if yellow, dressed in yellow, she said hello. If there's a possibility in my yellow bucket. No dice, but I do have a fat orange one, so. All right, maybe... Let's do the inside of this. What did I do this one? Let's do this part, this color blue. Or this. I want this either to be yellow or orange so we can see it. Okay, we're going to go with this. Now, I also need to decide, do I want, so technically, inside of these should be this blue color, right? But do I want it that way? Do I care? I don't know. You guys, this is not, don't judge me on my coloring. I'm trying to be fast. As you can tell, this is why I hate painting walls, because I'm like, A lot of times I'll start with one part, then I'll move on to another. I don't know. I'm trying to decide. Well, we don't have to decide now, right? You just color away. But I love how this looks on the dictionary page. It's just really tiny. Mine's the one that I use for also my glue to glue when I'm doing. I think we need to do this in between here. Yes. And not here though, because that's like in the actual letter. Okay. That's fine. Now, we're going to do yellow in here. So let's get that done. Problem is, I think we might do, well, we'll see. Maybe we'll do the stars, a variety of colors. Now, I'm going to color this all in, and then I'm going to show you how we can emphasize this and make it really pop. Get it? Pop art. I hope you guys are having a great day. I'm trying so hard to get ahead. I don't know that I'm really doing a very good job. Okay, so that means we're going to do orange in here. And then we'll start using some of our other tools. And I hear the dog. Oh, boy. I am not doing this for a 4th time. So I guess that means if she's going to continue to be crazy that I'll have to edit. I don't know what she's barking at. I forgot. I usually shut my office door upstairs. It's barn doors because there's big windows and she likes to look out the windows. Well, that's right where the path is. And then she sees people and then she wants to bark, which is really annoying, right? But I forgot to do that. You would have thought after the 3rd time I would have eliminated all the issues. I did not. Yeah, this would be a great traveling craft. You could do a lot of these. And you don't need, I mean, you could literally use your pen and dot it, which we might do some of that too. All right, so we are almost, and I'm going to leave some of this white just because I like it. I don't want to have my whole page all color, which, you know, that's your own prerogative. All right, let's do a blue one down here, a blue star. And then we'll do, I like my wonky stars. And then we'll do red up here. I guess we could do this one yellow just for the fun of it. There we go. All right, now let's just, for the sake of pointilism, let's just do our boom like that. And all I'm doing is polka dotting. Pop it. Now, of course, I remember in college we had to do pointilism when we studied pop culture. Or pop art, not pop culture. There we go. I'm, again, going very fast. I am not going in a pattern, which if I wanted this to be more realistic, I would, but I don't. I just want you guys to see. You can use your pen. Just make sure you don't do like I just did there. And dot and put it down, pull it up. Put it just like that. Okay, let's emphasize this boom a little bit. So down here, let's go like this. I don't really like that. That's okay. There we go. I'm just trying to get the bottom of that so it's a little more. I don't really like that right there. Continue to mess with it. All right, and then let's do. There we go. Nice. Okay, boom looks good. Let's do a little bit more emphasis here. And you can just keep going over it just to kind of shape it up a little bit because, you know, I didn't do a very good job of drawing or coloring. I'm going to do that again here where I add a little extra. See how cool that looks? And same here. Oh, it's the very edge. Oh, yeah. Same here. I'm just gonna see that. There we go. Makes it, like I said, pop. And we can do the same with these lines and make them more. But first we just wanted to create. Oh, I feel like we need some, okay. Like, see that? First, all we wanted to do is just get our image on the page, right? Oops. I don't even know if that's gonna, when I tear the page out, if that's gonna be on there, but there we go. Boom. Once again, boom diggity. Okay. Now let's add some fun. Well, I might as well finish doing what I was doing here. Whoa. That got a little carried away. I think this would be really cute, BT dubs, in a little boy's room. And I am going to leave all that. I just like it like that. Okay, let's start with our stencil. Little boy's room, like a whole bunch of these, handmade and framed on the wall. Okay, we're just going to take our black ink and we're going to dot it up. And I have a feeling, well, won't be able to see it on the blue, really. Cute. Okay, that one's going to be hard because it's on the... I could take this off of the actual stack of paper, pull it off of there, but I think I'm going to have to because I can't get to that little one. Oh, here, look at this. Whew. That smells strong. All right. I still want this under it just to help with it a little bit. There we go. Okay, we got the... feeling like we need some. Well, wait, let's do this. Let's just try it. I don't know what this is going to be like. Remember, this is our own art. This isn't necessarily, oops, I want that under there, don't I? Oh, yes. Not dots, but good enough. Cute. We're just going to do this all the way around the white spot. Come back here. And we can do a couple pulls on it. Like, we don't have to ink every time. Oh my goodness, I love this. And of course, I didn't do that on my prototype. Cute. You guys, that's all there is to it. How easy was that? And then it could go, you know, in a page like, on a page like this. We could make it into something. We could use it as a journal card. We could mess it up like I did that one and put it on backwards. That's cute. Let's see, how much time have we been here? 26 minutes. Let's see if we can do, because I really like this one. And it's a lot. Oh, that was the last thing I was going to do. Hang on. I thought about giving these stars some that's what I wanted to do. There we go. Done. Okay, let's give the love some love. Now, with this one, I want to use, I'm going to use another color. I know. I said I wasn't going to. Let's see what we got in the pink family. What's this one look like? Oh, gosh, I'm sorry. That's loud. Oh, that's not bad. Okay, we'll use this pink one. I don't have a fat one. So, heart's going to be red. Love's going to be pink. I don't know what maybe we'll just leave the inside like it is. Yep, we're going to. And I hope you guys are playing along because you don't need much. And I just, so, okay, let me just be very transparent because this first one that I did, I was just thinking about, well, what could I do in lieu of those little things that I cut out? And I had this sitting next to me. I was upstairs and I don't know why I had this. Oh, because I was coming up with ideas and I was just using this as my scratch pad. And that's what I started doodling on. And then I was like, well, that looks like the pointilism. Looks like the little dots. So why not embrace it? So I didn't say, okay, we're going to use the dictionary page. It just looked really cool when I did it. Some of you guys I know are probably going, oh my gosh, look at her color outside the lines. You got it. It's what I always say. Do it. Color outside the lines. Do it, do it. Nothing wrong with it. It's your art. No mistakes. Only opportunities to make it greater. Oh my goodness, I think Landon might be right. This is really cute. I should have done another one of those, you know, nothing in it like we did on the boom, and then the little, you know, the other thing I like to do? I love to, I'm not going to do it because it takes me longer, but I like to color with my left hand. See, as you can see, it doesn't really matter which hand I use. They still go outside the lines. Okay, I goofed right there. So let's embrace that goof. And only, see where that line is? I didn't mean to do that. But like I said, those are opportunities. Ta-did. Now it looks like a little bit of that. Since I didn't do it anywhere else, but we can probably do a tiny one right there. There we go. All right, I like that so far. I don't know. I think maybe we do need something in there. Well, let's do these. What color should we do them? I do have purple. Let's see what this color looks like. Oh, that's kind of pretty. I'm going to just put this right next to it. Nope, let's see, that clashes too much. All right, so let's do these. Just a little bit different. I said I was only going to use the colors that I had. But you know what? Love needs some love. And I'm going to leave all of this around here for sure white, because we'll do the stamping and the dots. And maybe we'll do a little blending with both. Okay, but we got to decide what color we're going to use in the middle for the bubble. Tiny bubbles. Anybody got a thought? We could use like a limey green. We could use the yellow again, but I'm not really wanting to use the yellow. I've told you the story many times probably, but if you're new, you probably haven't heard it, about coloring outside the lines. So my mom always encouraged us to just be free thinking when it came to art. And so she would say it's okay to color outside the lines. Well, when my kids grew up, I told them the same thing. Okay, we got to decide on a color. Oh, I do have this color. That looks too much like... Let me just show you. See? No. So as my kids got older and they took art, I was, of course, excited about, what did I say, lime green maybe? Ooh, I don't know. I loved the fact that they were, here we go. We're using that because it's a fatty. That they were embracing art. Well, I don't know what grade it was. Both of them almost. At the same, that really doesn't look lime green at all, does it? But I like it. Probably 4th grade, maybe 5th grade. We're like, if I were to say, what's your favorite, your least favorite class? They would say art. And I thought, well, that is the weirdest thing. Because, I mean, my kids, they've always loved art. And come to find out, they shared with me, I'm leaving that there, that, no, I'm not. They didn't like it because they had to follow the rules and do exactly the project. Like, everybody had to do the same thing, and they just weren't into that. So later on in life, Landon ended up, Demi took woodworking. I think they both did. I know Demi did. Landon took a lot of pottery classes. I have a lot of his pieces, and those were a little more up their alley because they could be more creative, but they weren't having the normal everyday things, which it says a lot about, some of us say, oh, we're not creative, or I'm not an artist. Yes, you are. Everyone is an artist in their own right in different ways. But I think, at a pretty young age, we get the creative side kind of I don't know. I don't want to say deprogrammed, but in a way, like, we put restrictions on ourselves, if you will. And that keeps us from being creative. So don't do that. Do not compare your art to others. Like I say, suspend judgment. This is your art and no one else's. And be free with what you want to create. Now I'm just making this a little bit thicker at the bottom. Again, kind of like we did on the boom, but I'm just emphasizing the love. I'm really going to do that. Oh. Isn't this easy? Isn't it fun? Car time craft. I'm about to be doing a lot of that. My black marker is getting a little persnickety. There we go. Now we have it. Finish up the E, and then we'll do our stencil and stamp. Cute. So we got the little dots in there, sort of-ish. All right, let's start with the dots, and then we're going to add the stamp on top of it around it. Okay, so now we have 3 layers. We have the print itself, we have the dots, and we have the stamp. And we'll see what this looks like. Ooh, I'm gonna like it. Not really thinking about it much, just doing it. And I'm kind of trying to go here and there. Oops. I just got part of that other stencil. It's okay. So knowing that I need to add in, that got messed up, my stamp, I'm trying to be not too carried away. We can always add more, right? All right, now let's go in with this. Layer it up. Oh my goodness, I love this. This stamp, I don't know, it's pretty awesome. What am I doing? Cute. Now we got, oops, that went a little bit too much on top of that. No problem. No worries. All right, we're going to leave well enough alone. I think, did I do any down here? No. Okay. Oh, hang on. Okay, now I think we need a few more dots. We could add our own. You know, I don't want to, so I'm going to do this. I want a couple up here. There we go. Love is in the air. That's it, guys. How fun was that? So you too can create pop art very easily with just a few supplies. And it's my alternative to comic strips today. So until next time, friends, as always, remember to take time to just be. Have a great day, and I will talk to you next time. Cheers.